Okay. We'll be here in a minute, folks. Oh, actually, like 10 seconds. Coming in hot.
Mm-hmm.
5.
What? Wait, what?
Oh, shit. No, I'm late.
Oh, you're early.
You're early.
No. Oh, I'm early.
Early.
No, stop.
7:03.
Hold on. Oh, my gosh. I'm completely screwed up today. We'll get it. We're going to reset. No one will know the difference, I promise.
Oh, God.
Nope. This is live radio. Stupid at that. We're good. All right. Reset. I looked at the wrong thing. Okay, we're good.
And
Are we?
10 seconds.
We're on YouTube, right?
Yeah, we're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. Just ignore me.
Oh, now it's 10 seconds.
Is that right?
Holy shit.
5. Hot.
Got everybody nervous.
Maybe I should have a drink. Good.
And
Well, let's see here. Released at 7:26 a.m. Pacific time. Booked at 4:13 a.m. Pacific time.
I was up late. I'm sorry.
No, it wasn't you. It was supposed to be some fine, upstanding citizen, husband of Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi. Paul Pelosi was arrested for DUI this morning at 82 years old.
Somebody got fired today.
Wait, who got fired?
The guy that pulled him over and gave him a DUI.
That's bullshit if it happened.
Did he?
You know, yeah. Oh, no, but I guarantee you it
Oh,
happened.
well, and that's why I wanted to do this story because, we're not real political in this show, but I will tell you this. I am very curious to see what the final outcome of this said DUI is. And it was bail was set for $5,000 on 2 misdemeanors following the arrest. So we'll see what sticks and what doesn't. Do you think the slate will be wiped clean?
What do you think about the spouses of people that are in the public eye? Do you think they should be under?
I don't think
the same...
anyone in it, whether the spouse or the person in the public eye, we should all be held accountable. That's my thought.
Yeah, we should. But you said he's charged with 2 misdemeanors?
He is.
That's all?
Paul Pelosi's bail was set for $5,000 for the 2 misdemeanors following the arrest.
What did he blow?
Who did he blow?
I do know that it was higher than 0.08. Let us see here.
I guess it depends on the state, but I believe it's an automatic felony to be arrested for DUI.
I don't honestly know. Thankfully, I've never had to deal with one. No. Hold on. Here we go.
Unbelievably.
Knock on wood. I wasn't.
Oh, dear.
Never mind. That was a visual for you folks that are not just listening, that I wasn't trying to do.
Oh, yes, I believe any, let's say MTG, Marjorie Taylor Greene, if she's pulled over or if her husband's pulled over, DUI, by God, they need to go through just like anybody else. So doesn't matter, conservative, whatever. If you're drinking and driving and you get caught, which you shouldn't be doing, and you get caught, you need to face the consequences. It don't matter who you are.
Look, and this kind of goes to my whole, I don't know. I think all I ever hear people say is, oh my God, I don't want to drink and drive. I need to call an Uber. I don't want to get a DUI. Hey, I understand that. That's great. But that's about you. How about you don't want to kill somebody or yourself?
Well, what is
purpose?
so if you're drinking and you get behind the wheel, what's your first thought about taking an Uber? You don't want to get in trouble. Is it most people's thoughts that I don't want to hurt somebody?
No, that's exactly my point. You're correct. And it's like forgotten. The purpose behind a DUI is to teach you not to do it because you could hurt someone or yourself. Right? It's not just for shits and giggles that they have this thing called a DUI.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah. Look, I'm guilty too. I'm not saying I'm above this. I'm guilty as well. You know?
On a different side, or not, it's the same side of the coin. I believe libertarians believe you shouldn't be until you actually in an accident. You shouldn't be arrested for DUI.
Only if it results in tragedy.
Right? Yeah. Only if it.
So you're allowed to drive home as. Oh, I almost dropped it right there. As messed up.
I see the F-bomb on the floor over there.
Yes. It was coming into the thought process, and you're allowed to. You think? I'm sorry. You're saying that libertarians are of the mindset that as long as nothing happens, it's okay to drive drunk?
Yes. At least that's what I've heard espoused. Now, whether or not the whole
I've never heard that
community believes that, I don't know. But I mean, in a sense, you're being arrested for a crime for something that you have not you haven't hurt anybody.
No,
you have not. But you have the potential. Well, you have the potential carrying a gun around to shoot somebody.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't. As long as you don't draw that weapon, you will not. The gun's not going to go off by itself. This is the whole Second Amendment.
No, you could reach for something, hit it, hit the trigger, and go off.
No, because a person who carries a gun properly, we will put that caveat.
Well, a person that drives a car properly, no matter how drunk they are.
No, because if you're intoxicated, you're not doing things. You're not seeing and reacting properly.
I
just because you can get there
are
safely.
Millions and millions of miles traveled every day by people who are drinking who never get in a wreck.
And luck is on their side. I don't know.
And luck is on your side if you don't reach in and accidentally hit a gun and it goes off. Yes.
No, because look, like I was started to say, if you're carrying that gun in a holster, it has you can't get to the trigger. The trigger is completely guarded.
Does everybody do that?
If they don't, they could shoot their nuts off, and I hope they effing do.
It's in your car. It's in your glove box. You reach in your glove box.
Then you're stupid. Just like someone who, and look, I'm not innocent of this. I have driven under the influence, and I can't say as though I've driven the .08. I don't think I have.
I'm just making the argument. So
I don't agree.
If you get pulled over and you do not have a gun in a approved holster and you're not carrying it approved, then you should be arrested for it.
No.
AZ Antihero could be the most controlled drunk driver around and never get caught because you're good at it and then have just one bad night.
Is there another scenario we could compare this to?
I don't think seatbelt should be a law. I don't think you should get a ticket after you crash and die.
I only have one argument against that, what you just said. That is, and I think, and I hope Rusty understands this. If you, in a big truck, let's just say, I don't know whether it's your fault or not, whether you fall asleep at the wheel, whether it's icy conditions, whether someone runs you off the road. If you run off the road and you don't have your seatbelt on and you come out of that seat because that seat's a bouncing and stuff or whatever, you have lost control of that vehicle. Whether there is anyone hurt or not. But if you lose control of that vehicle and then someone gets hurt, you're liable because you did not have your seatbelt on to at least, so to speak, keep you in control behind the wheel. That's the only thing I could ever say that, okay, you know what? Other than that, now look, if you want to take your own life at risk, that's on you.
So, do you think seatbelts should be a law? Like, do you think you should be penalized for not wearing a seatbelt? Because if something happens, you're not hurting anybody else. You're just hurting yourself.
No, I don't. And I'll tell you the other example as far as that goes, helmets. Mm-hmm. Illinois, surprisingly, one of the most communist states in our country, does not have a helmet law. And ABATE is a organization that fights for that literally every single year to have that law not in effect. Because different than a seatbelt law, you're not going to kill someone else if you're not wearing a helmet. Period.
So some laws are just because they take into considering the whole population, and not the whole population has common sense. I don't know if this is still the case, but when I lived in Rhode Island, it was either a helmet or sunglasses. You didn't have to have both.
Sunglasses, I think eye protection. Mm-hmm. You need eye protection because if you even the wind bothers my eyes after a while. It's just smart
Makes you
and common
cry.
sense.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Some laws are because people. Some people don't have common sense. That could cause an accident. That's what you're saying. So that could cause harm.
Right. Not wearing a helmet is not going to cause an accident. It's going to possibly prevent you from having brain injury. And I say possibly because, okay, let's just go here.
From getting died. Protect you from getting died.
1 week ago today, I had a kind of close friend, although I hadn't seen him for a number of years. He got killed on a motorcycle last Sunday.
Jeez.
And there was another guy that I knew a few weeks prior to that who got killed on a motorcycle. And there have been literally 5 or 6 this year, this riding season alone in this area killed on motorcycles. Just my own little riding circle, if you will. Some of them I didn't know. 2 of them I did. And no, I guarantee you neither one of them had a helmet on. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. Dennis, depending on what he's doing, if he's riding to work, yeah, he probably had a helmet on. But it was a Sunday, and I don't think he works Sundays. I didn't even ask about the details of his particular incident because honestly, I didn't want to know. Knowing that he was killed was enough, and it kind of hit me pretty hard. So,
well, it is dangerous. I mean, it's super fun and whatever, but it is dangerous, and personal responsibility. You're right. My friends, a couple that I've known for many years now, and I were talking just the other day, Friday night, that the amount of people, and especially the teens, it's not limited to teens, but at least in our conversation, they had noticed the amount of teens or younger generation, younger than me at least, driving around just on their phones, and they had an incident recently. Nothing happened, excuse me, but they had a close call. It was someone on their phone, not even paying attention, just look. And the thing that has bothered me, and it has had me contemplating, I hate to even verbalize it because it kind of makes me sick. I have been riding a motorcycle since I was 5 years old. Obviously not on the road, but I've been on 2 wheels, including bicycle, which doesn't count, which was like 4, but on a motorcycle since I was 5. Same with my son. I'm not an expert. I'm not, whatever, but I have many thousands and thousands of miles and experiences with dangerous situations. I've had a lot of close calls, and now I just see more of my friends dying and so many incidents this year that it has me thinking, damn, I still have he'll be 14 next month. I have a 14-year-old son. Do I want to keep my bike? And I hate that. I freaking hate. You just got it.
I know, but I've had bikes my entire adult life, on and off. I hate the thought of not having it, but it also bothers me to think if something happened and I wasn't around. I mean, you know, shit, my son calls me last weekend. He's like, Dad, I miss you. I want to see you more, you know. That's awesome, and it breaks my heart, you know. I'm gone on the road and, you know, all this, and then all this happened. It's just a lot of things going on in my mind lately, so...
Brian said his mother almost died from wearing a seatbelt and was in the hospital for almost 6 months.
That's a thing, too. There's no, you know, there's numbers and stuff, but there's also numbers that prove otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
I can't argue, really, the seatbelt thing.
There's little ones on the table.
I just don't know. There's always caveats to every situation in life.
Yeah, exactly.
I cannot deny that. There are. You know,
I mean, I personally, I believe you were talking about driving on ice. I believe driving on ice is the same as you drinking and getting out there. And, I mean, you have a possibility of losing control.
You do.
I mean, you
but
know.
your decision making is altered with alcohol.
But,
But that doesn't matter if you're driving or not. We know that your decision making is impaired with under the influence of whether it be alcohol or anything.
Oh,
But,
yeah. And
you know-
you talk about cell phones. I see more, I don't want to say more or less, but I see a lot of middle-aged people. And we have a quarry down here,
Rock quarry?
rock, sand, and rock, sand, and soil. And they are always on
That's
the phone.
weird.
And that
band called Rock, Sand, and Soil.
and land, the Landon Road, this road here is, full of ditches. So you only have a little bit of, there's hardly any wiggle room. And
On your street? Yeah.
Yes.
There's no wiggle room.
And it irritates me because they're on their phones, like not looking at it, like actively on their phone.
Oh, my.
It's not just the teenagers.
You know, the other thing, and I know Rusty understands this one, driving while very tired
Yep.
be just as impairing.
Yep.
I do know about that one. I have had a couple times in my driving experiences to where I've went a few miles and not remembered shit.
Oh, I hate that.
It's effing scary.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I guess that's why they put those like little ribbed things in the road. And I just thought it was
That's
for her
driving
pleasure.
jail. Yeah,
And
that's
ribbed for
braille.
everyone's pleasure. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, ba-dum.
Ooh, how does that feel going in a motorcycle? Just asking for
I
a
don't know. I
friend.
try to stay away from the center line.
Judy kind of likes it sitting over in the passenger seat and let the wheels, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was wondering.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
So,
Asking for a friend.
Yeah, I guess we've obviously went completely off track. Like we are professionals at that.
Yeah, they went.
My whole point behind this story is what's going to happen. But let me read this from this story as well. I guess while well, not maybe at the specific time, but it says it's talking about Nancy Pelosi. I guess she was in, where did it just say she was at? She was out east, I think, somewhere. Congressman, was in Providence, Rhode Island. Oh, you might know where that is.
What?
Oh, I'm sorry. Get that bitch out of here. Melissa doesn't want you here.
That's where I'm from.
I know, right? She was, she was in Providence Sunday to give a commencement speech at Brown University, mere hours after her husband's arrest. Quotes, "Graduates, you are our hope," she told students. "We know this. Hope is the most powerful weapon against threats against democracy. We should have hope."
Oh, hope is the Rhode Island motto. Our flag is hope.
Oh, is that where
Says
Barack
hope.
Obama was from? Because he was all about hope.
No, nowhere. Not Rhode Island isn't an island like Hawaii is.
No, it's not. I don't even. It says we should have hope because we believe in America. While giving her speech one person, I guess, yelled, "We need gun control," and another shouted, "Criminal," at her. So, yeah, I don't.
Barbara D over in the YouTube. Look at that face with the heart. Oh, yeah. See,
Miss Gilly. No, she's talking about the dog, not the dog.
Oh,
the dog.
damn it.
Oh, that's another reason I took down. I don't have a green screen because you get to see Gilly more.
Yeah, look at her back there. What is she doing? She's making her up a little bed.
She's,
I think.
yeah, she's nesting.
You guys watch the Daily Mojo on? Was it Friday when they had the clip from Beto O'Rourke?
Oh, I didn't. I couldn't watch it Friday. I forgot why, but I saw the clip on a different news outlet.
Yes.
Yeah, the mayor give him help.
I couldn't help but laugh at this guy who just. I feel like anyone who would do this, I would feel the same. It's not. It has nothing to do with political affiliation for me. Anyone who would use this, any tragedy like this, it was speaking of Uvalde, Texas, of course, and the shooting, but as a political platform, which many are.
It always happens. You heard about The Onion, right?
No.
The Onion, the satire magazine.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
what you're talking about.
They had they did a story, I think it was right after Sandy Hook, and every time there's a mass shooting, they print the exact same article and just change the details of the shooting.
Really?
But, I mean, it's being used on both sides.
It is. Yes.
Because we're not coming together on what needs to happen.
And we won't.
And, yeah,
I
well,
can't believe we're
we
talking
will
about this.
Never come together on this issue, along with many other issues.
yeah. Doc, somebody posted a thing of when Doc did talking about the shootings or a shooting, same thing, and he went through. The left is going to do this and this and this and this. The right is going to do this and this and this. Then it's going to fade off, and nobody's going to do shit
Until the next time something.
till the
happens.
next time.
Right.
So
And look, let's be
Because
honest.
nobody knows what the right thing to do is. It's not an easy answer.
No, because we can't. Look, I completely agree. We don't need gun control. We can sit here and yell this and calmly explain it until we are blue in the face. The gun did not pull its own trigger. Right? We get that. But that's what the bandwagon that the left jumps on. But I also see the point to where, not about the guns, but we do have a problem with what they call mass shootings.
But what I think what they're failing to look at is, okay, they want to change the age to 21.
Yeah, but they want
purchase
to
weapons.
lower the
Hey, you want to hear something controversial?
voting age to 16.
Wait, here's something controversial. How about you only ban ownership for males age 15 to 25?
No.
No, I'm saying it's because I'm not saying to do that. I'm not saying I support that. But when you look at the mental health issue of males, those who identify or have the male hormones, and look at their mental health, how they grew up, and their relationship with their mother and father.
Okay.
Take that into consideration.
I will take that in. Go ahead, Rusty. Sorry.
well, but then I mean, yeah, okay. Let's say that happens. All right. Well, then they're not going to have to go out and buy it. They'll get their girlfriends to go out and buy it.
Yeah, well, no, even with age restrictions, Rusty, anybody can buy it. Most of the time they get their weapons from their parents anyway.
Right.
So I don't think, and then they're talking about new laws and age restrictions. Yeah, and it's one of the oldest gun argument in the book. Okay, they're gonna listen to that law, like criminals.
No, they're not going to listen to any law.
Exactly. Is breaking a law going to stop them from buying a gun? No, it's
Laws
not.
do not stop. I swear I'm going to drop the bomb tonight.
We'll raise $25 for you. If you
look-
guys want to give us $25 so he could drop an F-bomb.
Bobby already told me in the last 2 days I've been on a roll. My mind has just been I needed to come just like let shit loose this weekend, and I don't know why, but you know, yeah, you could put the age limit on quote males, but it's okay, and yes, because the shooters males.
How about
let's take a look at why
Exactly.
people are. I just want to hold on a second. I'm going to say that I'm going to mute.
Well, there is a bias. It's called the do something bias. I think we talked about that last week, where people need to, when there's something wrong, people feel the need to do something. And
Facebook heard all that, by the way.
Oh,
But
really?
Yeah, Mojo
well,
didn't.
as long as Mojo didn't. Yeah,
Right. I don't care. Oh, there was a lot of F-bombs in that one. Evil does not exist within a gun. It exists in the minds and hearts of those who pull the trigger for evil's purposes. We'll be right back. Oh, shit. My goodness. You know what? Kathy in the Berg's out there watching on YouTube, I bet, and she's reading my lips. I can't see the chat. It's frozen. I got internet issue. All right, here it comes. All right. Shall not be infringed. Thank you, Brian. You know, let me tell you something else here. That comment that I just read from Brian, where did it go? Because I want to... Oh, I don't know where it was. Anyway, did I pushed... Oh, yeah. Brian's comment, this is exactly what it says. Shall not be infringed is all in caps. Mm-hmm. Oh, I see. It's because it says is pretty effing clear. That's why. Okay. Because there was an actual effing. Not an effing, but a effing. Yeah. I'm riled up, dude. I just want to swear on the air. We're not on Mojo right now, right? No?
Right. Yeah.
I want to fucking drop bombs all fucking night. How about that? Coming in hot, bitches.
Might have started a little soon.
Oh my goodness. Let's you want to try and lighten the mood a little bit there, Rusty?
Yeah, I want to go through YouTube chat here and say hello to Arizona AZ, Kathy in the Berg, Timothy Ratliff, thank you, buddy. The Patreon subscriber, Kathy in the Berg, Sandy Goki, hey girl, can't wait to meet you.
Hey.
Brian.
You say that to all the girls.
Hey, Brian.
Holly Ann's in there. Miss Barbara D. Thank you, honey.
Beaver's here.
Yes, Beaver. I got to meet Beaver Saturday. That was freaking fantastic.
My question: Did you pet the beaver?
Oh, I got a little tongue. Let me tell you.
You want to see something cute? You want to see something cute?
Hold on. Please show me something else besides the mental image I have of Rusty getting tongue from a beaver.
What do we got here?
What am I looking at? Oh,
Sit pretty.
Oh, it's my gilly girl. Hey, you took your bed out of the room.
Mm-hmm. Well, that is a beanbag that turns into a bed.
Wait, yeah, you lay in it, you fall asleep, it's a bed. Right?
We got in here Rocky. She's in there. Rocky. I wonder if Jill, are you in there? Show yourself. Goki, Leprechaun. He was in there. I haven't seen him.
Holy shit.
Tech Roo is present and accounted for.
Tech Roo, what is up, brother?
You guys remember the
Good girl.
Lake Mead corpse?
What?
The Lake Mead corpse, yes.
Oh,
guys
Lake
remember the
Mead.
Yeah, there's
Like-
several of them now, right?
Yeah, like there's a whole thing of Lake Mead corpses.
Oh my
right?
God, I can't hear you. What's in your mouth? Jeez.
Yeah, anyway, some people will get that. So I get apparently there's a shops in Las Vegas that are selling quote bottled corpse water from Lake Mead.
Wow, that's capitalism.
That's
Yeah.
trying to like highlight the dark history of Las Vegas through Lake Mead. It's next door, I mean, why hasn't, maybe they have, but at least it hasn't been really spoke of to my knowledge. Look, Lake Mead is the next door to Las Vegas. Of course there's dead bodies in freaking Lake Mead.
Oh, I wonder if they can sell sand too.
Well, all the sand is washed down the river.
Well, from all the dead, there was a lot of famous dead bodies buried.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Ooh, don't
But-
tell anybody that. Edit that out, Rusty.
Yeah, okay, good.
And they give a nod to like the mafia victims or whatever in Las Vegas. But I guarantee you there are far more than there's not just mafia victims. It would be like, I guarantee you there's corpses in Lake Michigan, Chicago, area.
Chicago. Why? I'm just
Ever
kidding.
been to Chicago?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Oh, there's a lot more worse things around Chicago out in the water, like there's sewage.
Uh,
Yeah, they had to, since the beginning of Chicago, they had to keep pushing the water intake out further and further into the lake because it was drawing in sewage.
yeah, it's because Chicago is the shitty. It's what I've always called the shitty city.
The shitty city.
Yeah, I have. That's the people call it the Windy City.
CHITTY.
Yeah, I call it the shitty city. So, but yeah, there's after a corpse was found in a barrel, Lake Mead, this month, or was it early this month or late last month? Las Vegas business owner capitalized on discovery of her own creepy concoction. Small dark shop in the middle of the Las Vegas strip mall. Charlie Hanks casually helps women look for items related to magic, witchcraft, and other dark topics. One of them stops in front of several small bottles, almost like vials. They're small. What looks like dirty water, and you could literally not go to Lake Mead. You could put some dirt and maybe a little green shit in a bottle, put a lid on it. Look what I got for you. Dead water.
And people will buy it.
Timmy the pilot said he would sell the skeletons to
I told
high
you it was
school
coming
biology classrooms.
Oh, I'm sorry. There it was. I did it.
Oh, I didn't hear it. I don't know.
I didn't hear it either.
I said, F yeah. I'm in rare form this weekend. I really
I
am.
know.
In a good way. Oh my gosh. Bobby and I went to breakfast yesterday, okay? And you know how I am about restaurants and how it's usually the fast food places, right? So we have
What do you mean we know how you are?
anybody ever listen to this show?
Oh, a diva?
No, it's just when I go and I get shitty service somewhere,
A diva.
it pisses me off.
Of course
Look,
it does.
I pay for service too. We all do. I mean, if I go somewhere and it's supposed to be quote fast food,
It's hot and it's ready.
Right. Thank you. It should be. I should. And if you screw up my order, don't look at me like it's my freaking fault.
Right? No,
I know what I want. I order the same thing from the same place every.
I believe all sit-down restaurants need to just go to the Golden Corral format. You pay before you go in, and you get up and you serve your own food. Then you ain't got to worry about.
That's not a horrible idea.
You know, I mean,
All right, so this weekend is what they call summer camp here in town, and people come from all over, like many states away, and it's a big music festival, right? It's a weekend long thing. So one restaurant is smart enough to close down because the town is infiltrated with, and I'm not trying to be all Judgy McJudgerson here, but it is infiltrated with trash. And I'm not speaking of color at all. It's just dirty as, they look homeless. They literally look homeless. Maybe they are. I don't know. But they're just like all over town. What are you doing? Go back to camp. That's what you came here. Huh?
I'm offended.
What do you mean? I don't understand. Summer camp.
Okay.
What does that mean? I don't.
It's what they call the festival, summer camp.
Okay.
And
Okay.
it is a
I thought
music
that.
festival.
Okay.
Kind of like Bonnaroo, or what's the other one? Lollapalooza.
Burning Man.
Okay, maybe. I haven't been, seen, whatever. Honestly, it looks like the New Age hippies. But they look like they're homeless. I'm not even talking about their hair. I'm just talking about they look like they've been rolling in the dirt for a year and a half. And they're just all over town, and they look like some of them, they don't have.
That's how we're going to look at Kenzie's June 11th to the 17th.
No. This is not how they look because they're going to this camp, this festival. This is how they look when they get to town. That's what
I'm not going to just clean up the town.
You don't argue with me. You know exactly what I'm talking about, you dick. You know what I'm saying. Anyway, so this one restaurant is smart enough. They just closed during this time. Honestly, I don't blame them. So they take a little vacation, 3-4 days, right? Okay, fine. Well, fine. It also puts a load on the other place who doesn't close. So Bobby and I go to breakfast there yesterday.
But that's good for the economy, though, right?
Absolutely. No complaints. No complaints.
Yeah, we have it's spring break, but the weekend at the end is Black Spring Break.
I'm sorry. Wait, what? That's a thing?
Oh yeah. It they didn't do it for like 2 years after COVID, and this year was the first year they did it.
Huh.
And they closed down half of I-90, not I-90, 90, the Beach Boulevard.
Wait, which do I want to use here?
So Black Spring Break means
I can't go?
it's where all the blacks go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Am I not allowed?
You're allowed to go.
Well, then why is it black?
It's,
I call horse shit.
It's a place where black students can go enjoy their spring break with just black people.
But
but you can go too. Yeah, it's right in front of Edgewater Mall usually.
So it's BET and it's bet and wet all in one.
Yeah, I don't know, but I don't think places close. I don't know though. They might, because there, believe it or not, there have been a lot of rowdy incidences and violence. But this last time there was 0 issues. But they closed down I-90, half of it. So for
Highway 90.
Yeah, Highway 90. Sorry, I keep doing that. Casino Row. Yeah, I know. Casino Row and Beach Boulevard for emergency vehicle access.
Right.
So the cops and ambulance can have.
Yeah. Well, so we ended up going to this other restaurant. Ironically, it's called the Track Inn because it's by the railroad track.
Clever.
I should give him one of our shirts.
Yes.
We should. Off Track Syndicate. That would be
Who?
great.
Who did I miss?
You're not listening.
I wasn't. I was reading comments trying to give me the pilots over there. Blah, blah, blah.
The restaurant that I go there like regularly.
Oh, okay.
It's called the Track Inn, and it's been there 4 years, like since before I was born. So
wow, it's
millennial, right?
Wow. Really old.
So we go there. There was a seat. It wasn't super crowded. It was great. Willie and I were there on Friday morning. I took him out there Friday. We had great service, great food. Bobby and I go there the very next day and sit down immediately. Two other groups came in and sat down a little bit after us. The waitress comes over and waits on both of those tables first, which irritated the piss out of me, of course.
No.
But I was being fine with it. I'm like, she'll get to us. She comes and takes our order. We actually did get our food first, but we sat there for 1 hour waiting for our food.
That's
crazy.
That's
Yeah,
unacceptable.
it's stupid. And I looked around, right? All right, so I see this guy who comes out. I think he's like a boss, a manager, owner. I don't know, whatever he is. He comes out of the back, all cheery and smiley, pours himself a cup of coffee. He turns around where he's facing the restaurant, and he's sipping his coffee, and all of a sudden he's kind of looking around, and he goes, and the smile just kind of fades away. And I'm like, yeah, you're seeing everyone here. There was one table out of the whole restaurant where people were eating food. Not one other table in the restaurant had food in front of them. But I look back at the kitchen, and you can see all the tickets lined up. No food's coming out. What's going on? The guy immediately sets his coffee down and heads to the back. And then the food starts coming out. Like, what are you doing? And the food sucked the next day. It's always good. Pisses me off. No consistency. I have a thing about restaurants. Doc Thompson had his thing. I got my thing.
Well, we went out to breakfast with Beaver on Saturday, and
Yay!
it was a cool little place. It was an old gas station, and they set up outside seating underneath where the pumps used to be, so you had cover.
That's cool.
Over you, and then all the little tables had little umbrellas, and
Love that idea.
you know, it was a damn good idea, and the food was good. Actually, I had it's like a Western omelet, had everything in it, but it was huge. You know,
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Well,
And,
Beaver told me.
Well, and she slipped me a little tongue. I'm just saying.
Oh, come on. No, Melissa, tell me something else quick. Hurry.
Oh,
Oh, you suck.
I know. And hello, Sarah. Yes, I see you in there. Timmy the pilot. I didn't catch him on the last go around.
She
Yes,
told you
hello.
to calm down.
I know.
Who's she talking to?
Right?
Huh.
Yeah.
I have some interesting science about cockroaches.
Please.
Speaking of fast food restaurants.
Beaver grabbed my butt. I just want everybody to know that. Go ahead.
Please,
But
Melissa.
did you
carry
grab
on.
the beaver? Okay, in response to pesticides, many cockroach females have lost their taste for the sweet stuff. So, because of pesticides, cockroaches, what they want has changed. So now we have to change our strategy. Okay, here, let me just read you the first paragraph, and that's
I
it.
have
It's
a
a
question.
very
I have-
long article, but let
I
me.
have to clarify, though.
Yes.
Did you say the female cockroaches have changed their minds?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
Yes,
Of course
let-
they did. Go ahead.
Let me explain. When a male cockroach wants to mate with a female cockroach very much, he will scoot his butt towards her, open his wings, and offer her a homemade meal. Sugars and fat squished out of his glands. And as the lovely lady nibbles, the male locks onto her with one penis while another penis delivers a sperm package.
Whoa. Did you just say multi-penis?
Penis? Would you go down south for a little bit?
I said multi-penis.
Y'all come back now here.
Wait, does she have one too?
No.
No, he's saying he had two of them. He locked
Okay,
on her with
that's
one.
okay because I'm not okay with her having one also.
And if everything goes smoothly, that little mating ritual, the romp can go on for 90 minutes.
What's wrong with that?
That's too long.
Wait, no, hold on. Which is it? You want a 30-second dick fire or you want the long haul?
It's not a binary choice. But these new cockroaches seem to have no affection for a form of sugar called glucose. And glucose is
Sugar.
effing sugar. So anybody that has ever battled the cockroaches knows that they like the sweet stuff. So now all of a sudden, cockroaches are health conscious.
Huh. Are they? I see. I'm gonna
They're
drop more
keto.
bomb.
They're
Are they vegans now or what?
The female cockroach avoids sweet-tasting poison baits and also makes her less likely to stick around to find a male because the man keeps trying to give her sugar and she don't want that.
Rocky says a 90-minute sweet dick fire. Is that your compromise? Oh yeah.
So I think I don't know. The good news is if they're not mating, they're not reproducing, and maybe we'll get less cockroaches. I don't know. Let's hope.
Okay, so
less
after
infestation.
this question, there has to be an answer. What actual purpose do cockroaches serve? Never.
I don't know.
I
You know what though? Speaking of insects, I have noticed. You know about the love bugs down here, across over, and they're always, stuck together like the two bugs. Here, at least in my neighborhood, I don't know if this is widespread, but they're all single. They're all like I see so many single love bugs, which is weird because they're always attached to the butt.
Maybe they should try like Tinder or something.
That's what I was thinking. You gotta swipe.
Which way are you swiping?
I don't know. I don't know the Tinder lingo.
I don't either. I've never
Swipe right.
I don't know. I don't know what's good or bad. I don't know what means you like somebody or you don't. What did you say it is? Tinder?
Yeah, but anyway, with the cockroaches, they haven't found what females like. Go figure. Hey, honey, what restaurant do you want to go to?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Whatever you want.
But honestly, I usually don't. Isn't that a good conversation to have? A lot of times, I don't care because I'm not as picky.
Well, it's usually, women that feel like, don't get me into psychology right now. Holy shit.
No. We're not talking. No, it's not psychology. I don't know who. I'm sure it's more than one comedian at that. But, the whole, where do you want to go for dinner? I don't care. You decide. No, you decide. Okay, that whole thing. What were you going to say, Rusty?
Just that Rocky is saying it's because the love bug season is wound down. So
I meant the whole season. I've been seeing that. What month are we in? Since April. Yeah, since early April.
Yeah,
crazy. What were you going to say, Sean, about the?
I was going to say sometimes I do care where I go to eat. A lot of times I don't. There are just times. What?
I'm just saying, be authentic and ask for what you want.
A lot of time, I literally don't care what I'm eating. Okay.
We're talking more about the females, though. Males they'll always ask because it's kind of like the chivalry, the protocol for men and women.
Yeah.
But women usually don't because they're just trying to please their man.
But okay. So, being chivalrous, and then you have a woman who wants to please her man, can actually cause some conflict.
It can.
And that's look, as long as you're still lighthearted about it and you realize that you're doing that with each other, it should make it a little more happy instead of causing a damn argument.
I should have a conversation because if women are usually afraid to say it because they don't want to disappoint and make a guy go to a restaurant he didn't want to go to. But to be authentic and have a little bit more self-esteem and then have a conversation for like the guy to be like, nah, I don't want to go there. What do you think about this? Like, it's a conversation.
Yes. We do that. As a matter of fact, we will say, you know what? Hey, what do you think about this? No? All right. Well, I'm not in the mood for this or this or this. Let's wipe those out of the way. Let's not have that conversation. Okay. So you're good with this? Or plan in
advance. I mean, I'm all about spur of the moment. I love spur of the moment stuff. But
I can't plan days in advance where I'm going to want to go eat. And you, Rusty? Peanut butter and jelly house.
It don't matter. I'll go anywhere. Melissa, are you drinking water?
No, it's white wine.
Oh,
Why would you think I was drinking water?
I don't, because it was.
Oh, wait,
Wait.
it's not white wine?
How are we? I thought you knew me, Rusty.
It's not.
I'm
It's
sorry.
Is it like the clear version of
It's
this?
not your usual glass,
It's potato
and,
juice.
and it looks clear like water.
No, it's
No, it's not
white wine.
Yeah, it's got a little tint to it.
Oh, okay.
When I lean in, yeah, I see a little tint. Okay,
I'm drinking.
You see a little what?
tinted.
Oh, okay.
I'm
I think I
drinking
said.
Gentleman Jack, and then I threw some.
Gentleman Jack, I ain't all fancy and
Wait,
shit.
you threw something in with Gentleman Jack and ruined it?
Yeah, I put some apple crown. I just threw some in
Ooh.
there and then whatever.
Dude, you could have done that with Green Label Jack, and it would have tasted the same.
You don't have to be all. Ugh. Don't mix your drinks. To each his own.
Well, no, I'm just saying you're going to taste Jack the same way, no matter which Jack it is, if you mix it with something. But if you have regular, well, it'd be the same thing if it were one Johnny Walker or another. If you mix it with something, it'll taste like that. You know?
Timmy's
That's
bored
your
already.
taste.
What is that?
Give me
What'd
the
you say?
pilot's bored already. Whatever.
Well, go to bed, old
Fart.
Sweetheart.
Old fart.
Old
You
sweetheart.
I got to see Raider too. I know there's some folks that don't know who he is, but
I know, Raider.
he's been missing. He's doing good, and we're hoping to get him into Zoom a little bit here.
Do you know why he's not part of the Jackhole family anymore? Did he explain
Because he
anything?
doesn't want to be.
Yeah, it just
Oh.
he's just been busy.
I don't know.
Got
I'm
other
guessing.
things going on, and I guess he's. Well, I don't know if I should throw all that out there, personal stuff, but
You went through transition?
What's her name?
yeah, that's
Right. What's her name? Okay, fair enough.
so yeah.
Why am I supposed to play nice?
I don't know.
Sean.
Who knows, Sarah? Whatever.
Booze and sex. Does this show have a point? No, Timmy.
No. No. it
Manage
does
your
not.
expectations, people.
I mean,
Hey, folks! If you can afford it, I know times are tough. If you can afford it, go to our Facebook page, click on the Shop Now button, and go buy a doggone T-shirt.
we don't have a doggone T-shirt.
Yeah.
Maybe we should just make a T-shirt.
I could make a
Doggone.
Gilly t-shirt.
Kathy in the Berg, go get you a T-shirt, and make sure you get a size larger than you want because they kind of run small. But yeah.
Rusty, what do you have to say to Brian?
What else is there to watch at this time on a Sunday? I don't know. Screw you, Brian.
Be nice, Rusty.
Whatever.
Play nice.
So,
Goodness. Okay, fine. Whatever.
Okay, fine.
So you were talking about the cockroaches.
Yes, I was. And I just wish I knew what would be a good insecticide now for them if they don't want sugar. I wonder if it would be if they could do
fire?
something with the pheromones or something. I don't even know if cockroaches have pheromones, but if that would be cool.
Yeah, it's probably like
It
Dracar or
says
something.
in a Dracar Noir. In lab experiments, they showed the glucose adverse females are more skittish of males than the wild type of cockroaches.
shit.
What?
Well, I just wanted to say, one thing, yes, Knights is not here. His wife wasn't feeling well, so he was gonna, watch the kids and let her get some rest and take care of her and stuff. So he bowed out. So all the best to Knights, the little missus, and prayers for Holly's mom. She needs prayers.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
He does, and I haven't heard the latest update, but the last, when I first heard about it, it sounds kind of
Difficult.
yes, definitely
Yeah.
prayer worthy. It's not that one thing's less deserving than others, but I will say yes. I'm not going to get into why how it happened. That's not my story, but yes, please keep Holly's mother and her whole entire family in your prayers.
Yes.
Yes, most definitely. Do you guys have anything else between now and the next minute? Because I want to save this story for. Well, I'm going to after the break.
Yeah, I'm gonna save my shit for after.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
should just save our shit.
There's shit.
There's Holly's putting stuff in the YouTube chat about what's going on.
I'll let her tell her story.
Sweet woman, I've got to, passively talk to her with Holly, driving her around, and I'm sure scaring the hell out of her while she was driving around.
Who?
Women driving, Holly's mom. She's, but anyway,
Wait,
so
what?
Holly's mom was with her?
no,
That's how you. That's how you made it sound. It sounded like you were driving her.
Yeah, sounds like you were driving Holly's mom.
No, I've said hey to her while Holly has been driving her around.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's I've seen the
Sweet,
way
sweet
Holly
woman
drives.
to
I thought you guys busted her out of the hospital or something.
I'll tell you what, her mother is pretty funny.
yeah,
She has a great sense of humor.
right.
And, yeah,
That's awesome.
And Timmy thinks she's hot.
Well,
so,
that's where Holly got it from, probably.
yeah,
And her dad. I bet Holly's dad, though, too.
possible.
Good parents.
Yeah. Are you guys ready to open the pools this year? Go to swimming and
I am.
We've been ready since March. You kidding me?
yeah, it's like this year has not had the warmth of a nice.
Really?
Spring.
We went straight to summer, and then in New England,
No.
it was 90 degrees in New York and New England last weekend.
We have had a 90-degree weather day here one time, and then it went down into the 50s, and it's kind of stayed there. It was into the low 70s and really windy today. So I'm waiting for the pool to heat up. Damn it. Guys, stick around. Uncomfortable situations coming up right here.
Yes!
Off Track Syndicate.
I excel at
We shall return in a momento. Okay, 4 momentos. Huh. I wanted to take tomorrow off. I didn't.
Yeah, you should have.
Well, if I had, I wouldn't be sitting here, though.
Yeah.
The half-hour drive to the studio, dude.
Whatever.
It is, for now, until I get it moved. And that's going to be a little bit of a process. So I will not be here. I don't know how long it's going to take me, but getting everything situated and switched over from this location to
Right.
the new location. So
Right.
anybody out there, no one's going to care. Whatever. Y'all take care of it while I'm gone. It might be a few weeks. I don't know. Might be longer. Oh, somewhere around the end of the month at least. Might be. I don't know how long. I don't know when I'm even going to have to start doing this. It's a week by week basis right now. I hate moving. When's the last time you moved? 30 years
It's
ago?
been a while, but before that, I'd moved a lot.
It sucks, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know how much shit I'm getting rid of? Like stuff. It's just like, yeah, this is good. There's nothing wrong with it. I don't want it anymore. Sell it or give it away.
Yeah.
I'm not keeping it. No. I don't have any. I've had shirts that I've wore one time. Nice button up bit like my business stuff, right? And tie and like it's brand new. It's still, on the hanger press. And
Oh,
like,
you
I
could
will
pack it
never
up and send it to me.
What are you going to use it for? You going on a shirt and tie convention?
I could, yeah.
But you're not. You're full of shit. That would require me spending money to ship it.
Oh, dear God.
I'm serious. I'm going to make a couple bucks off of it or give it away. It's either going to give me a couple bucks or it's not going to cost me anything. So I don't want to mess with it. Yeah. Switching monitors possibly again.
Kathy could use a new snarkometer. Nice.
A snarkometer. I think they sell those at Best Buy, Kathy.
It's awesome. We have Kathy regularly now in the Zoom. She hangs out with us. Yeah, so you folks, you could come hang out with us. We're usually in there every day.
I'm hungry.
During the day, there might not be a lot going on. Sometimes there's a bunch of crazy shit going on.
I should have had more chicken. We made barbecued chicken legs on the grill today. They were smoked, and I put the charcoal in there, got the coals all going, and then I put some mesquite in there. Oh yeah!
Oh man, we are going to be doing some major barbecuing all week.
Smoker? Or like a side by side grill or anything?
Yeah, Kinsey does. Yeah,
nice. That's what I have.
Yeah, we're gonna. So anybody wants to come hang out in Kentucky, Kinsey,
I'm going to leave my pants on, and I won't be there. So
get a hold of me or Kinsey Amtrak.
Coming in hot, or kind of warm stuff. You guys have any skeletons in your family closet?
Oh,
I'm not asking.
God.
Oh, yeah, I'm not asking you to tell me what they are. Just yes or no will suffice.
I met one last year or last October.
Well, okay, yes, that's actually, and I knew that, but that's a very good example. Rusty?
Are they like? Are you meaning like skeletons or people with still flesh and bones on them? Or, flesh.
No, like secrets, family. Secrets.
Oh.
Or some family members might not know. Have any of those? Like secrets kept within the family that some know and some don't.
Mm-hmm.
Those are rough. Yeah. Yeah, many families have this. And I have a feeling, actually, many of us in my family have thoughts that there are some secrets that go back, and people went to their grave with them, and we will never know because the people who knew aren't around anymore. But and big time, like
it's fun.
Oh, that person's not that person's parent at all.
There's a lot of that going around, and especially with the DNA testing and the ancestry and 23andMe. Yep.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times secrets leak out. It causes a lot of chaos and hard feelings and everything.
It does.
There was apparently a Redditor, if you will.
Redditor, yes, I read it often.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Dark secret created some family chaos. Apparently, his parents been telling him that I guess his biological sister is actually his mother.
Whoa! What?
Let me just drop it.
What?
Right there. Let me mop. I can't mop the dry.
That is bananas.
Yeah.
What Reddit thread was this? Do you know what subreddit it was?
I don't know. This is not on Reddit, but it's about.
Oh, okay.
Someone. Yeah, it says one Redditor is struggling with a complex secret. His parents have been telling him his biological mother, telling him now that his biological mother is actually his sister.
Do we know the age difference?
Oh. Yes, actually we do. I did.
I'm
read
confused.
that. Okay. His sister, he thought was his sister his whole life, is actually his mother. And I think there's she's 40. It says she, 40, has been ignoring me, 21, for 5 months since finding out. Grace is not my sister. She's my biological mom. And after finding this out, my whole life's been a effing mess. My parents pretend to be my parents because, from what they told me, it was better that way for everyone since Grace wasn't ready to be a mom. She was 19.
Was this in Mississippi?
Now hold on. I've known this to happen.
Yeah, it's not
I've
new.
known this to happen in several families where the daughter has a kid and the parents take it to raise, and they just bring it up that that's your sister and we're your parents. Now, whether or not, you would think by 15 or 16 or whatever, 13 or whatever, that you would, and not continue to hold it till you're in your 20s. But I don't know.
What about the father? Who's the father? Is it?
I don't know.
It
doesn't say.
Okay.
Well, I haven't got that far. I shouldn't say it doesn't say.
They might not know.
My whole thing is she's 19 years older than him. She was an adult. Okay, she didn't want to be a mom. You don't have to want to be a mom to still say, yeah, I'm your mom. You can live with your grandparents. Why would you hide that from the child? Everyone knows except the child.
Well, that's what I'm saying is when you're 5 or 6, you're not going to understand if somebody sets you down and tells you,
but it's going to mess you up later.
I don't think so.
It is. It's screwed up. He's like, wait, my whole life is I swear to God, it's going to happen again. It's a lie.
A lot of people didn't realize the impact it has on children.
Yeah.
Lies. Any lie.
Lies.
Yeah, Kathy in
a
the
big deal.
She had a friend whose mom did the same thing.
So we got to get Kathy on sometime. She's got a lot of good stories.
Literally will mess up. Okay, so he's now 21, thinking now he's like, I don't know what to believe about my life.
Well, yeah, they should have told him sooner. Absolutely.
No, they should have never hidden it from him. He doesn't know the difference. It's protecting the mother is all it did. Mm-hmm. But it didn't. They lied to the. I mean, you can't. Who are you? You're not helping him. You're hurting him in the long run. And now she doesn't talk to him.
So hold on. So if a family adopts a child or a mother a mother goes and has in vitro fertilization and the kid grows up with a dad who that's his dad since he's been born, is that not still his dad?
It still is his dad.
Okay,
absolutely.
Is it a lie or not? That's all I'm talking about here. Don't lie.
If they didn't tell, I guess if you call lying by not telling a lie.
Okay, you have said lying by omission is lying. I'm sorry. You know what I mean. Yeah. It's still lying.
Yeah, but I think that's a little different. I think when mom and sister, because you had a certain assuming they had a relationship as a brother-sister relationship.
He says I've been wanting to hear her side, as in his mother, his sister, mother, whatever, wanting to hear her side of the story ever since, but she decided to block me. Apparently that's
she's enveloped in shame and she does not know how to communicate it.
I agree. So now it has affected her as well. The lie has affected both parties, and I guarantee you it's going to affect the parents too. He says my quote parents have talked to her because I guess that's her name. Grace wants to drop this and not being this to her. Okay, so she's married, not being this to her husband. I don't know what that means. They live in another state, so they're not close at all. But she basically didn't want this getting to her husband, so she's lying to her husband. Everything is a lie. I kept asking her to please just sit down with me once to hear her side. So in other words, he's the kid. He's being the adult. He wants to just know.
Of course.
Let's just get it out in the open and try to move on. I get her shame, maybe, but she was 19. Okay, apparently 18 when she got pregnant. With the math of 9 months, whatever. It's usually, it could have been the same, but it doesn't matter. But she's been silent ever since. Why I'm asking if I'm an asshole is because the other weekend, me and my cousin had beers at his house, me being drunk AF. I started crying about everything going. Whoever wrote this sucks. Everything going
Sounds
on.
like it.
He makes. No, I'm sorry. He asked me what's wrong, and I told him everything. Shit blew up. Nobody in my family knew about this. Yeah, okay. So it basically it is literally a bunch of drama, and that's what the lies created.
Wow, that's tough, and he's never going to get over it.
No,
That's a primal wound.
look, they should have if they started the lie, you might as well just continue and never freaking told them. None of this shit would have happened.
Why? Who told him? Why was it even?
Well, I think it said in the beginning, right? My family skeleton is key. Apparently, it was just leaked out somehow. I don't know. Doesn't really say who said what, but yeah, who leaks that out? Who's the jackass here? If that's the secret,
Well, I was a jackass last year.
but that was. Did you not kind of feel everything out for a while? And you
I
asked
did.
one person. That's a.
So are you wounded forever?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I'm not at all. And
But that
my
wasn't-
brother's super happy, but that doesn't happen with every situation.
Right.
My
But
my mom has taken a step back. Like she is like, it's really hard for her.
Right.
She's
But
enveloped
I'm
in
saying
shame.
Nobody
Because she's the one who gave him up, right?
until you figured it out, nobody was going to tell you, right?
Right, and that pisses
And
me
you
off.
found out.
But no one.
So it
no
has
one-
completely turned so you're completely devastated now, right? You are just totally, this has all been a lie. You can't deal with it.
It
You
wasn't
are
her in this situation. She was the outsider who found out.
No,
wasn't-
they were lying to her the whole time.
Yeah, they were lying to
Yes,
me.
but
Yeah,
it wasn't her. It wasn't the son, and it wasn't the mother.
right.
Right.
I get it. Yeah.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, Rusty.
It's weird though because everybody processes it different, and that.
Are you
But
saying
that relationship though, mother to sister, that is, I'm
Yeah.
gonna. I
Right.
want to know more because there's a lot more information. Like, how is their relationship growing up?
Yeah.
It's sticky,
very
very messy.
Yeah.
It's in our chat. It's one of the links I sent you guys. But no. Yeah, the mother to you have thought this person. I guess in Melissa's case, they didn't know this person existed. Not that it makes it any easier at all, but you actually had a relationship your entire life with this person you thought was your sister, who is actually your mother. And to think, if this girl treats him like a brother, and they do the whole, I mean, they're 19 years apart, of course, but that relationship, like, where was your bonding? Where was your love for me? How strong was that relationship? We don't know.
Bananas. Like, how did she take care of him? How did
Did she even give a shit in a motherly instinct kind of way? That's
yeah.
what I would have questions if I were that guy. I'd be like, if she was overly loving and really protective like a mother, he would be like, it makes sense now. Mm-hmm. But
Can we get them on the show?
right,
Because I got
wants
so
to-
many
Gilly
questions.
wants to know. She has questions.
Gilly, you were adopted, but I still love
Well,
you.
I would imagine, to me, it sounds like she probably wasn't living at home. She had this child. They took it as a newborn, so there wouldn't necessarily be any bonding.
Right. But when she saw this kid, what was that dynamic like? You know what I mean? It's not like she didn't see him for 21 years. She would still go visit her parents, you would think. Right?
It's really difficult to wrap my head around this one. I'm trying to.
Well, I mean,
It's more difficult than Melissa's situation.
I guess we were kind of in the same. Judy and I were in the same situation. The
You were?
exact same situation.
What happened?
Judy had a son before she met me, and she gave him up to her parents to raise.
But did they think she was his sister?
She wasn't around enough to be.
That's difficult.
But was there? I mean, was it presented that no, that's not your mother, that's your sister? You know.
I don't know.
Right.
No, I don't think so.
I don't know. So I don't know. This one would be tough. I can't imagine thinking my sister is my mom now. That's like a big like.
I couldn't
Whoa.
either, especially because my sister's younger than me.
Well, I was gonna say my sister's only 4 years older than me, so yes, but you know what I'm saying. I mean, like that would be like every one of you was lying to me, not just her. Everybody's keeping secrets from me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's tough. It's tough
know.
to reconcile with. I'll tell you that.
That would be difficult for me at least. I mean, maybe some people could get over it easier and go whatever. It don't matter. I don't know. That's a tough pill to swallow.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Yes, it is. And now the other science news, I was actually Rusty and I had a conversation. I wasn't going to do this one because I just found it and I didn't thoroughly vet it. But the article is puberty starts earlier than it used to, and no one knows why. And my not peer-reviewed scientific, just like my opinion was always because of hormones in food, hormones in animals, hormones in cows, blah, blah, blah. But apparently that is not true, and they still don't know why. They have been going through studies where women are now developing breasts at age 6 and 7, having their period before they're 10. And my friend's niece just got her period, and she's a couple of years younger than Lincoln. So, yes, it says it first realized something was changing in young girls in the late 1980s. So they're going through, they're trying to figure out different reasons. Obesity is one of them, because when they research women in the girls in the United States compared to women in the only other country I know from this article that they were comparing it to is Denmark, and they are it's not obesity. And then they were talking about chemicals, being exposed to chemicals. Then they tried to relate it to being sexually abused or being molested as a kid, because that might stimulate hormones to start the puberty engine faster. Stress and lifestyle, with all of the stress with social media, and I guess they're still going to investigate it, but they're talking it up as a new normal. And it's not just in girls, it's in boys too, but the girls are a little bit more obvious because, you know, the breasts and the period and stuff. All
right. I guess my thing is it's not natural. Right?
No, it is natural, because they can't find something that is not natural causing it.
I'm saying it's not natural for them to start this early in life.
Right, yeah.
Okay, so something has to have caused this.
I don't
it's
know.
It's not just everybody's doing this now. Not everybody, but you know.
What if, look, just like I've said before, every day is the end of 1 billion years.
Yeah,
that
but are you going to see
that
big change in that small of a time?
Well, evolutionary, it clicks. Evolution, I do. I absolutely do, 100%. But evolutionary, it makes sense.
But in that small of a time.
From the 80s? Yeah.
That's a very small time in the concept of history.
So it's got to be environmental. You know, if it's... Okay, so if it's evolution, if it's making the species stronger, not weaker. So this doesn't make sense. Okay, I know that there's a lot of stories that are talked about on Mojo when we get really pissed, including me, about the sex trafficking, child child sex. And then there's also those conversations from back in the 60s and 70s. The songs were all about underage girls. She was only 16 and 17 and 15 with the Beatles and all of these songs.
19. That's not underage, but
I am not sure if the hebephilia, those are underage
People got
girls that
married.
already have their period. Yeah. So you're tracking, Sean, because it's only been in the 20th century where it became not cool, where it became not common
yeah,
to.
but we're not talking about the anatomy changing just because it's not cool.
No, I know, but hebephilia was always the norm until the 19th century. Yeah,
Right.
women were married off young, and that's not in the U.S. That's everywhere. Kids getting married off at 9, 10, 11, 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So-
not. Yeah, that's sure.
Look, when you look at changing genetics in animals, it only takes like 5 or 6 generations to when farmers are looking for specific genes and they want to transfer those genes and keep that gene and selective. It only takes 5 or 6 generations until that gene is a regularly occurring,
That's
not
fair.
disappearing thing. So
That's fair.
when you look back to the 1930s when my grandmother was born, the early 1930s, and you think about her to what my offspring and my offspring is, that's 5 generations since 1930.
Yep.
And it very well just could be an evolutionary change. In there's 6 billion people on this freaking planet. So how many genetic? I personally think it is the advancement of medicine and keeping people alive that would have normally died. Just like.
But what did that? But on that wavelength, you would think that they would develop later, not earlier, since we do live longer.
What? Well, no,
I mean, this isn't scientific. We're just spitballing here, but
I have no clue, but it would just seem like you're keeping by keeping people alive with the advancement of medicine where they would have normally died and those traits or whatever would have died off, keeping them and them transferring those traits on. I think that's why diabetes, I've got it, whatever. I think that's why type 1 diabetes is so prevalent, because they have learned how to keep people alive. They are transferring that type 1 diabetes on, and it's just growing because there's more people that have it and more people that live it. So I don't know.
Well, they're saying this early puberty obesity is a factor, but it's not the only factor.
Right.
Okay. Let's throw this in here as well as a kind of a comparison here. Not a cause, but a comparison. And I can stand by this because I've witnessed it. Take the COVID, for example, has, for many women, changed their cycles, changed their I don't even know here, but I'm not going to go into everything, obviously. But some people who did not regularly have a cycle, who now do, and
well, okay, take that data sample, the ones that didn't regularly and now they do. Were they around other females more because of COVID? Like, were they home more? Because human females have that syncing up thing where you have your period more when you're around women, or if you don't have a cycle.
I can tell you that the reason it's so hard not to talk about it and talk about it, you know what I mean? There was medical reasons why the cycle wasn't happening. Mm-hmm. And then nothing changed with what you're talking about. The same group of people The only thing, and it's been like in forums and discussions a lot, that so many women directly after having COVID experienced the differences, maybe not all the same, but different changes in their cycles or other things as well, I guess. What jab or no jab, doesn't matter anything about the vaccines, just COVID itself. So I think that there could be, whether it's COVID or maybe preservatives and food, I think any number of things can change us as people, good, bad, indifferent, whatever, things where our work environment, our physical habits can change.
Our
I think
stress and mental health
Yes.
also affects
anything
periods.
can change us. Mm-hmm. So, like I said, it was a comparison, just I think a good example of how something can change us as humans or things within us, even if it's just a minute thing.
Evolution.
I mean, heck, I eat one donut, I get fat, so that's a change, whatever. All right, guys, you want more of this bullshit? You know where we're at. We're not going anywhere for at least another half hour. Be right back.
Yeah, who knows the answer, but I would like to see what the data is on when, and I know they say hormones don't have anything to do with it, whatever, but I would like to see what the correlation is. When did we start giving animals all these hormones? When did the industrial farm complex
I don't know.
come in? Because it's now down to a damn science. Chickens? Oh my God.
4 months.
Dude, if you went and seen what chicken houses are like, you wouldn't eat chicken anymore.
You're probably right. I mean,
it's
look, you work there.
nasty,
You've
dude.
seen it. You've seen it.
I've seen it up close, and it is freaking disgusting.
And honestly, I have, I've had, quote, grass-fed beef once, but I wasn't really like trying to pay attention to the difference and, whatever. I suppose if I ate nothing but one, store-bought, whatever, for a while, and I stopped eating all, not just meat, but, and if you could completely change your diet like some people do you notice a significant difference in your health or things about your life? People say they do.
The smartest man that I know, or I don't know him personally, but that I know of, Jordan Peterson, swears that the genetic modifications and stuff in food, in vegetables, in wheat, and all that has played a major role in his family's sickness and his sickness. So,
Yeah. I don't have the
he's
answer.
not a dumb man.
Coming in hot. I love that shit. I can never get enough of that intro right there. That is the all-time best. We're for the people on Mojo and all that, other than Facebook and YouTube. During the break, Refsy and I were just talking about. He has previously worked in what was it, chicken?
Well, I've worked around them. I know people that have them. I've been in them. I did work in a chicken plant, which wasn't a kill plant, but and all that. So,
but how many months is it from birth to slaughter? 4 months.
It's 120 days.
Yeah, 4 months. Okay, close.
Which is,
I
believe it's actually like 115, 110. But
so at a normal, like if you just set a chicken free, I mean, what would be normal? What you're saying is 120 days is way sooner than what you would how fast the chicken would normally grow.
Yes, because they power feed them. Chickens are on like 23-hour days. The lights are on them for 23 hours a day.
Yes.
They get an hour's worth of sleep, and then they're up and they are power fed all day long. I mean, and when they catch them chickens and put them in the cages to go on the truck to go to the slaughterhouse, full-grown chickens are peeping like babies. Peep, 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 peep.
Yeah,
There's no
they're not clucking.
quack, quack, quack. They are peeping.
Do that again.
Beep, 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 beep.
I can tell you this, and I can totally attest to what Rusty's saying, not about chickens. A horse, if you put a light in their stall, it will change their hair growth. It will.
I did not know that.
Yeah. It's like the sun. You know, people. Okay, if you have the lights on all day, are you
Like
gonna
photosynthesis in horses. That's cool and cool.
It's been a long time. I can't really explain everything, but yeah, you just a light bulb makes a difference. People who show horses, they will do this all the time, especially in the colder climates. But it, go to Alaska or anywhere up north where the
wish.
sun is out 6 months out of the year. It can mess with you for a while. You know, you have to adapt.
Oh, SADS. Seasonal affective disorder. Seasonal affective disorder.
There's a lot of things that will affect humans.
That's science.
You know, like, okay, it's similar. When I was stationed in Alaska for a year. My blood got pretty thick, you know, when I went from there to Florida, and man, what a change, you know? Wow. Your body has to adapt. Our bodies do adapt to things. Yeah. And I think they changed things. Well, why wouldn't it be any different if you introduced chemicals, whether it's drugs or something that your body can handle eating, or, you know, a light bulb, power feeding? Our things adapt. You want to talk about evolution? We will evolve when you start introducing things we're not supposed to have and don't kill us.
Well, you look at genetic changes. Look at the people that's living in Mexico. They can drink the water.
Yes.
But, my God, you can't go down there and drink it. Don't
drink the water in Mexico if you're not from there. You'll get the shit.
But another
when we're overseas too.
Another interesting thing is if you go to Eskimo people in Alaska, in the severe cold, if you notice their face, is always exposed, and they don't get the freeze over like you or I would if we're standing out there and our face starts freezing, because their bodies have adapted to have more blood vessels in their face so that they can have the warmth in their face, and they don't get the crystallization like sense. We would if we were there.
They don't get frostbite as easy, is what you're saying?
Right, yeah, on their face, on their nose, and all that. I mean, they can withstand the temperatures because their bodies have adapted.
Okay.
Genetically.
So, speaking of genetics, over in the YouTube chat, Timmy and Kathy talking about Monsanto. I think that's Monsanto. Please correct me if I'm wrong, or is that something else?
No, that's it.
It is Monsanto. But isn't that the company that developed the genetically modified rice to include vitamin A because children in Asia were dying from the lack of that?
I don't know the answer to that.
Do you think
that's a good thing? I really don't have much knowledge about Monsanto, so I can't speak to that. Okay,
so the company, who was it against it? There was like this big organic company that were against it because it wasn't organic. But so what do you think about a company genetically modifying rice to be more healthy for children?
I don't know.
I don't have a problem with it. What I was saying earlier about Monsanto or about adding stuff is I would like to see what the correlation is with when did we start these industrial farm complexes and injecting and giving all these animals all these hormones, and how that works out with things that are happening now.
I'm not sure if it was hormones. I don't know about all that. I know that they mess with genetics, but I don't know about hormones. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. That's why.
No, it's not necessarily.
No, in appeal antiquity, just because this is the way we used to do it doesn't mean, the good old days were good, but they're always better now because we have we have CRISPR, we have genetic technology to fix things. That's why we live longer, because we've learned to fix things. We have medication.
Well, I think the difference in what we're saying is the difference between genetically modified and chemicals, which are
right.
Right. I don't know enough about GMO and all that shit. I have no idea.
Well, and I
cannot speak to that.
I've said it before. Well, just like I was saying earlier, a farmer picking out certain genes that they want out of this certain cow and breeding them and letting the other
just
ones
like breeding dogs.
That's also genetically modifying.
That's why we got labradoodles and poopadoodles and bernedoodles and.
I saw a chocolate squirrelador across the street today.
A Shitz's doodle.
Yeah.
There was another story, but I closed it. It was in the AAS, American Academy of Science, where they genetically modified. They took one gene out of a tomato, which makes it more healthier. Vitamin D, which is really good for vegans who don't eat meat. And there's the vitamin D. There's some vitamins in meat that they're not getting, so it's better for vegan. I guess it's better for all of us, really. But this gene that they add, there's something they took out and something they put in, so we absorb vitamin D better.
Okay.
But Sean had me watch the movie The Magic Pill. Did you watch it yet, Melissa?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. And they made some damn good arguments. At least I thought about how people looking at the Aborigines, which is what they were looking at, and how those people were affected by what they eat and stuff before they were colonized or whatever, and then how they are colonized now, and the health that they had then and the health they have now. And I mean, it looks like a correlation to me. They were eating stuff that they killed and stuff that they grew versus all the garbage that they're getting, from us now. So I don't know. I mean,
I think it's fine. Nothing is binary. It's all good and all bad. It's not that. It's you gotta do your homework on it. But I don't believe GMOs. There is no such thing as organic. Just so you know, it is a marketing ploy. I talk often about marketing and commercials and how they are just money makers. That does not, Whole Foods, organic, it's a buzzword and it doesn't exist.
No, there is a certain, you can go out and buy a seed and plant it, and the seeds that vegetable produces will not grow again. But if you go and buy...
why is it better for you?
No, that's not better for you. I'm just saying that a plant that will that produces a seed that will not grow it again versus a plant that will, I don't know. It just
I how in our lifetime eggs are good for you, eggs are bad. Don't
broccoli's good, broccoli's bad.
This is good, this is bad. We can sit here and say all this is okay with us, or we can sit here and say it's all bad for us. No one knows.
It's propaganda. Yeah, people do know. But people do know. But it's all the propaganda that we ingest.
No, we don't. We don't know because they change our minds.
Science always changes every single day. Science is not absolute.
It used to be good, and now it's bad.
But some of those things aren't science. Some of those things are just opinion, or let's get the hype up. Every single commercial. No, okay, I'm not going to be absolutist about this, but the commercials that you listen to,
in this world anymore.
No, nothing's binary. So the commercials that you watch for any product is BS, because they hire They hire very expensive marketing, psychology personnel.
This way, then.
And don't even go on the false advertising.
No, let's take it this way. If science, like I said, we know nothing's absolute. But if they do know, if they know all this stuff, and it's presented to us in different ways all the time, if the scientists know and they're not allowed to tell us the truth.
They are allowed, but the advertising companies have more money than they do.
So people are being shut down on their speech. So they're not allowed to. They can say whatever they want, but if they're being shut down, no, the truth is not, quote, allowed to come out. Just like politics, just like anything else in this world. So if
it's a
the
free
truth
country.
does not get out, it's not the country, it's the world.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying in as far as our media go, well, yeah, like other people like North Korean stuff, they're only allowed to say what the government wants. But
so
we
if
get
other countries
so
know
we get the
and
ability.
are allowed to know the truth. Why aren't they? And I guess I believe that there are some countries out there. Maybe the people are healthier than we are. We should see that and go, you know what? We're not putting up with this shit anymore. We want to do what they're doing.
Then
why
go
not?
there.
No, why can't we have that here?
What do you mean?
this
Why
is
can't we have
America.
what here?
The
Yeah,
truth.
it is America, and the free speech, the First Amendment doesn't say that only the truth can be told. You
No,
could say
I agree. I'm not-
anything
I
that
do-
you
nope,
want.
I'm not disagreeing with that at all.
You have to
Why-
decide. It puts the responsibility in each of us as an individual to find what the truth is and
Then-
make the right decisions for us. If
Okay,
you want to
we
eat
don't
organic
know what
and
the
non-GMO, it's fine.
Truth is because people, because I don't want to say that. There is so much out there. I don't give a shit what your source of information is. This is why I don't believe anything anymore. Because I can say, you know what? This speaks truth. And it might not mean shit. Might not be the truth at all. It might be that confirmation bias coming completely back because that's
There's
what I
a
want.
shitload of confirmation bias.
Thank you very much.
We should do. I got to do a separate freaking podcast on that.
All right.
Logical fallacies, illogical
we
fallacies.
beat this one to death. Melissa,
Okay.
didn't you have something about meteor?
No, we've evolved in our conversation.
Totally. Totally. Do what you want. It's a free country.
That's right. Isn't there? Didn't you have something?
I'm not wearing my
I don't
seatbelt.
have anything pulled up?
Well, Rusty, there's supposed to be a new meteor shower. It's supposed to be really great or really not. They don't know if it's going to happen or it's not. They call it a hit or miss. On May 30th,
Tomorrow
May
night.
31st, there's going to be it happened with the... Okay, dazzling display of Tau Herculids could be a hit or miss. So, on the night of May 30th into the early morning of May 31st, the Earth will pass through the debris trail of a broken comet called 73P Schwarzman? Swashwin Watchman. SW3. We'll call it that. I don't know if Timmy's still in chat. Maybe he can articulate it better. The comet, which broke into large fragments back in 1995, won't reach this point in its orbit until August. If the fragments were ejected with speeds greater than twice the normal speeds, fast enough to reach the Earth, we might get a meteor shower. So there is your science.
Yeah.
For the meteor shower. So look out your window, maybe or maybe not. But hopefully, I'm hoping it's good. But the last meteor shower, it was so cloudy here, I couldn't even see it. I was pissed.
Yeah, there's supposed to be some fantastic. If it occurs, they're predicting over 1,000 an hour. Now, how can they predict that? But whatever.
1,000 an hour. Observers in North America under clear, dark skies have the best chance of seeing the Tau Herculid shower. Peak time to watch is around 1 a.m. on the East Coast or 10 p.m. on the West Coast.
Yep, and it's going to be a new moon, so there's going to be no light pollution from the moon.
New
And,
moon.
So,
I
yeah.
saw you standing alone.
So it might be fantastic. It might be a dud. Who knows?
Science. Hey, didn't you have something? I sent you something on Facebook.
I think it was that, wasn't it?
No, I sent you something. It's a dead horse topic. We've talked about it several times before.
Oh yes, the effect of older married couples sleeping in separate beds. Well, now, and I'm not older; I am young. But yeah, Judy and I regularly don't sleep in the same bed because, well, we keep each other awake uh, while we're sleeping. So
Wait, what?
It's another study about married people sleeping apart, 2 master bedrooms.
yeah, he snores, she snores, whatever. You
And
both toss or turn.
It's the effect on their overall health.
Sleeping together is supposed to maintain intimacy in a marriage, but it has its downsides. A host of studies indicates that lovebirds often opt for separate beds, if not separate bedrooms. The Science Times cites a University of Toronto survey indicating that up to 40% of married couples sleep apart. However, the same article quotes Neil Stanley, a sleep specialist from the United Kingdom, as saying that this drops to about 8% among couples in their 40s and 50s. People sleep more soundly alone than they do when they bed down with a partner. Sleeping together can prevent you from falling into a deeper sleep cycle if you stir and partially rouse each time your spouse rolls over or shifts. Men tend to snore more as they get older, so there's the noise factor, as well as insomnia is common among older adults. The older you get, the more difficult you might find it to fall asleep or to stay asleep. If your partner wakes you repeatedly, it means you're staring at the ceiling for hours. So
I know they said age is there, but does it make a difference what, like, if you talk about like a stereotypical couple, 25, married at 25, 30, whatever, and then eventually go to sleeping in separate bedrooms, or regardless of age, like if you get married at 45 and then just, hey, it's my age, I'm an older man, I snore too much, they, even if it's a new relationship, they go separate ways?
Yeah, well, it says that 40% of married couples sleep apart, up to 40%, but it says that this drops to about 8% among couples in their 40s and 50s. So they're saying that as you get older, they might not necessarily, I don't know, but in what I've noticed in a lot of different older couples, Judy's parents were one of them. I've seen other older grandparents and stuff where they regularly went to bed in separate rooms because one would keep the other up, or both. It's how it is with me and Judy. If I go to sleep first, she can't go to sleep because I snore, and it's the same with me. If she goes to sleep first, and Jesus, she is the fastest, I swear to God, 3 breaths. She closed her eyes and 3 breaths, she's asleep.
I'm wish I could do that.
Oh my God, I would love to be able to just close my eyes and go to sleep, but that never ever happens. I usually take probably 10 minutes, easy, to go to sleep. So
I think I take 20. What say you, Sean?
I say I sleep really. I don't get woke up, and I know I've slept with someone snoring, and I don't notice it. I don't know. Maybe I snored louder than her because I keep her awake.
Oh, so what do you think about the separate sleeping arrangements?
No. Not a thing for me. I don't dig it.
Not even if it causes health problems or whatever?
I haven't noticed anything big, so I'm
Well-
not literally keeping you awake all night, but hey, you woke me up. I said, "Did you kick me? Wake me up, or elbow me? I'll quit snoring." And I do, I quit snoring.
So
I've
Dr.
caught her
Judith
snoring.
Orliff points out the obvious: when you're well rested, you're less likely to be cranky and irritable. Yes.
Oh.
I know a bunch of assholes that get plenty of sleep.
If your hot button is your spouse leaving dirty dishes all over the kitchen.
Oh no, has nothing to do with getting sleep. That has to do with being
might
lazy.
You might be more willing to just drop them in the dishwasher if you slept well last night, or if you laid awake gritting your teeth, your action might be to throw the dishes at them. You know?
That's an asshole move.
Orloff notes in an article on her website that it is often easier for mature couples to acknowledge the benefits of sleeping apart without panicking that such a sleeping arrangement might ruin the relationship. So Judy and I don't have a problem. She knows she can sleep well. I can sleep well. Everybody's happy.
Yeah.
I just like waking up next to her.
I do too, except for the whole dragon breath thing. But you know,
You like waking up next to Bobby?
You're not. You're not like going, "Good morning."
Yeah. Well.
Hi. How are you?
Well, definitely. It's not for everybody, but if it helps you, don't. In other words, I think don't feel bad. Like, it's definitely not for everybody. If you sleep with your spouse, no matter how aggravating they are, totally cool. But if you think that is an answer, don't feel bad that you're breaking a social norm or you're hurting the other person. It's an honest conversation to have.
In the beginning, there was a little bit of Judy was, she didn't like, that I was sleeping on the couch or that I would get up in the middle of the night, because I don't sleep all night and I get up and then I try to lay back down and I've got, a chainsaw running right next to me. I've got to go somewhere else and be able to go back to sleep.
Yeah. And just like we talked about at the beginning, just be honest and be authentic.
Has anyone in here, including in the chat, ever tried these Breathe Right strips?
Yes, we tried all the things.
They didn't work good enough. You need some like hose clamps or something to pull.
Yeah.
Somebody said, I think it was Kathy, talked about a CPAP helps.
Yeah.
No, I'm good. I sleep fine.
Everybody around you doesn't.
No, well, you don't have sleep apnea. You just, yeah. I don't think a CPAP would help that, but.
Oh.
Who knows?
Timmy is on a roll. Why is he still awake?
Right? I don't know.
He's on a roll at the end of the show. I thought
Timmy.
he's snoring by now.
Okay,
I mean, very fitting for this show and who we're talking about, of course.
Timmy.
Well, that was random. Timmy.
I just like doing that.
Sorry. Yeah, I don't know. Have you ever slept on the couch and slept better than you do in your bed?
Every night.
And I'm just talking when you're sober. What? Not you. I know you do.
He's talking to people in the chat.
Oh,
yeah, anybody. Really. I mean, you're like not the norm.
I know, I'm weird.
No, you're just not the norm. Maybe you're weird. Oh, what does Timmy say here?
You're real.
This is Presley actually typing. Whatever.
And Judy.
No, Melissa. So, I mean, you have a good night's sleep as good on the couch or into bed?
On the couch. Or on the beanbag.
Are you serious?
Yes.
I would feel... No, I couldn't. I feel like I'm not laying down. Okay, similar to a recliner.
Do you have attachment issues?
No. Like, I've fallen asleep in a recliner and been okay, but I would go to roll over and it's not flat, so you're not rolling. It's just kind of not comfortable to turn on your side on a recliner.
Oh, sometimes Gilly. Oh, my God. Gilly will snore sometimes. I'm like, bitch. Seriously?
I'm like, bitch.
But she cuddles. I mean, if I sleep on the couch with Gilly or in the beanbag chair, she puts one paw underneath me and then one on top of me.
Like she's
the frickin' big spoon.
Yeah. Well, it's.
She trains me.
You ever have a cat hold onto your arm while it sleeps?
No, I'm all
like,
good.
Literally lay there next to you, faces you, like it's spooning up next to you, and then just grab your arm and hold on to your arm all night long.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. It's a thing.
No.
Yeah.
No,
And
I'm all set.
I'm rolling over, so you're going somewhere else. don't cuddle up my back because I'm gonna smash you.
Jimmy said tonight's show was interesting for just a split second. Impressive.
So are you, Timmy.
You know what, Timmy?
So are you.
I don't believe you. I'm looking over here like I'm looking at Timmy. He's not here, folks. That's the chat. Anyway.
Man, I was going to talk about Peyronie's disease too. Damn it. Next time.
You got enough?
I don't know what that is, but all right. But we have like a minute, maybe.
Ah, dang
Yeah,
it.
Google Peyronie's disease and then
let me throw that out there again. We are camping at Amtrak.
They're not going to go, Lefty.
I know you're not, but
No, they are not going to go. It's
go
no
get a
one's
t-shirt.
going.
There's people going.
No, I'm. Yes, I know there are people going, but none of these people are going to go.
You don't know.
Okay. Anybody going?
There's Jill. She showed up late. What the hell, Jill?
No, they're not.
Love
going.
you, hun. Yeah, go get a shirt. Off Track Syndicate Facebook page. Click the Shop Now button. Go over there and buy a shirt. Jill, go buy a shirt.
Is Barbara D still in here? And say, send me your size. I'll make you a Gilly t-shirt.
Yeah, she's here.
Oh, Barbara D, yeah. That'd be awesome.
Barbara. Yeah, I'm gonna do some Gilly t-shirts, but I'm gonna do them out of my.
I will get Goki. I think Goki has some of her information.
Yeah.
Well,
I do. He
ask
sent it to me.
her, not somebody else. Maybe she doesn't want her information out there. I don't know.
Thank
But
you, Timothy Ratliff. Buy a t-shirt
Yeah.
telling
Thanks,
people what to
everybody.
do. Hell yeah.
I need a nap and some pizza.
By yourself.
Well, I'm going to work, so there's none of that. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight, guys. I hope you were mildly or
Entertained.
not at all entertained.
I know, but thank you. This is the best part of my weekend.
Right. The best part? Nah.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Happy Memorial Day.
Guys, go honor your veterans who have lost, who have fallen. Thank you. Have a great day. See you next week. Peace out.
Still on YouTube. 1 second.
Thanks, everybody.